A historian of Northern Baragazal State in 2008, when an illiterate person was appointed as an advisor to the governor on the environment. And he could not even know he is appointed to do what. So he just turned, after the news were actually read out on the SSBC, he turned to the nearby person and said, "Am I appointing for what?" Someone told him, "You are appointed to be the advisor to the governor on environment." He said, "What is the environment?" That person tried to translate it in a simple Arabic and told him it's a bi'ah in Arabic, for those who know Arabic. And he also asked, "What is bi'ah?" Then now he has to be told in Dinka, yeah? Iran team pain team. Literally, somebody who prevents others from cutting down the trees. This is your position. Until he understood, and by the way, that person was even cutting mahoganies. He's the one who finished our mahoganies in Northern Baragazal. That is why he has to be appointed as advisor for the environment, so that he understands that when you advise on environment, you have to prevent the deforestation or deforestation. And he could not know. That situation has kept recurring and comes when someone is appointed and he doesn't know what he does. Some of us who were in Khartoum before the liberation struggle don't understand what does the press secretary do. The press secretary of Numeri, the press secretary of Bashir, and the press secretary of Ibn Muhammad Ahmed Majub, we don't know what do they do. So when I came, I was not only doing a job, I was also struggling to explain myself. If President Kiir was not to allow me to stay for 9 years, I would have even left. For those who leave the position like Garang Majak in 2 years' time, I would have left without anybody knowing me, what I was doing. And people will be guessing. We saw this man last time in the office of the president. What did he do? Because they didn't know what I was doing. And believe me, some people were calling me when I actually go to the media to explain certain things that the people need to know about the government. People will be calling me, volunteering to tell me that this is not your job, it should be a job of Minister of Information. They think they are telling me exactly what I don't know. And by the way, the problem is, when a wise man or woman think he or she cannot ask for information, because information, it is only idiot who asks about information. And then they confirm the contrary. By doing so, I have been facing a lot of troubles. And I told them, the president is the commander-in-chief of the army, is the supreme commander of all other forces, including the wildlife, which is a bunch here. And he's the chairman of the SPLM. And he's at the same time the cabinet prime minister, and at the same time he's the president as a head of the state. I speak for head of the state. And I sit in the same office with the president. So if I know about the army, and the media does not wait. The media cannot wait for 3 hours. There is something called priming in the news. If somebody is killed in Nasser, and a journalist came to my office and said, "We want a reaction. What does the government see about this?" And I will tell him to wait for me for 20 minutes in order to contact the spokesperson of the army. I will get the spokesperson of the army phones closed completely. Now what do I do since I am sitting with the commander-in-chief? I go to commander-in-chief, I ask him if he has the information that is compiled to him. I will use it to the media, because the media cannot wait for 3 hours. They are paid from it, and they cannot wait for 3 hours. And our people think that media can go and sleep and wait for them. It doesn't happen like that. Now I manage to make sure that the people of South Sudan understand